Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Stephanie, and we are here for another Temple Transformation TV conversation. I am super excited to have you join this conversation. So, if you are looking for help and support in the areas of spiritual growth, emotional management, or weight loss, then you are definitely in the right place, and I am definitely the coach for you. So let's jump in today's topic. It's a combination of spiritual and emotional, and so the title of it is Stop Blaming Others. We have got to stop blaming others. I primarily speak to women, but this is for humans. This is just, I mean, it really can, cross pollinate. And so I was doing some introspective work on my own from my coach who helps me, one of my coaches, and she's doing this whole revamp of her entire program, and she's going back to her purpose. And I've always been pretty clear on my purpose. I've taken the last 2.5 years to really carve out my programs and what it is I give to the earth in a very authentic and genuine way. And so I've taken my time about that. And I'm taking my time building my programs and all of these different things. And I was doing some work and I wanted to get down just to the granular level. What is it that I truly offer? What world problem am I trying to solve? What keeps me up at night? And I said, well, I want women to feel good about themselves. And I continue to pull back the layers. And I want them to have a healthy story of themselves. And I continue to peel back the layers. And I want people to be spiritually mature, and understand that spirituality and religion are two very different things. And one don't necessarily need the other. So, helping people to understand that there are different ways to get to spirit, different ways to read the universe and to connect with the Holy Spirit and God. That keeps me up. And I want women to be healthy and live their best lives in their best bodies. And so I kept peeling back the layers. And Spirit was like, what's the problem you're solving? What's the problem you're solving? And I said, and I said, it's just this need to look outward for answers that are already in. Even if they haven't been uncovered, even if they haven't been developed, they're already inside. There may be life events that happen that trigger the learning experience, but it's already there. And so then I said, and the Holy Spirit was like, keep doing it. So how do you teach? And I said, I believe in self-healing and introspective work because it's really not about anybody else. It's really about you. Every miracle that happened in the Bible was about the person that received the miracle. It wasn't about the people that were around. It was about the people who received the miracle and the lesson that was being taught and what was being demonstrated. And so it's all about us. It's not, you can't control anybody else's reactions. You can't control people's feelings. You can't control people's tongue. You can't control people's actions. You can't control the way that they view the world. You can't control anything outside of your own body. And he said, go one deeper. And I came up with stop blaming others. Because if you look inside, it causes you to stop blaming others. And if we stop making the lens outward and put the lens inward, then we would have so much more healing. Our relationships would be healthier because we wouldn't have this, well, I would stop if she would stop. Well, if she wouldn't be so nasty, then maybe, I wouldn't respond the way that I respond. It's like we wait on other people to change. And we hear the saying, be the change you want to see all the time, but it doesn't register. Why? Because we don't have introspective lenses. We have outer lenses. We don't have lenses that focus on us. And so today's message, I just really want to share with you, stop blaming others. How do I stop blaming others, Stephanie? You have to do introspective work. And the two areas of my internal programs are spiritual clarity and growth and emotional management. Because see, when you know who you are in the world, what you bring to the world and where your place is in the universe and how you connect spiritually to God and how what he's given you helps the world, because we all have different gifts. And so once you understand that and get that alignment and have that peace and that joy and that calmness in your life, then you can control your emotion. And if you can control your emotion, then you can help other people control theirs. You can't do it for them. But if you learn how to be the change that people see, that people need to see, then eventually they'll see the change in you. They'll say, okay, she's no longer a hothead. She no longer gossips. She's pretty, her thoughts are pretty clean. She's always very positive. And people will come to you for that. And people will see you and you will shape people's lives. And you will shape people's lives. And you won't even know it. And you say, Stephanie, how do you know this? Every single day I log onto social media, I see people who told me that I was stupid to be a weight loss coach. I saw people who said that my business would never flourish. I saw people who said I would never keep the weight off. I saw people who talked about me now 20 pounds down, 30 pounds down, doing it secretly. But I know that I'm inspiring them. Why? Because my spiritual intuition tells me this person hated on you, but then turned around and you're their motivation. Even if it's coming from a devious place, I'm responsible for them being healthy because they see me doing it. Instead of eating their pride, eating their words, and coming to say, thank you, Stephanie, for inspiring me, they're doing it in a very negative and a very hateful way. And so the Spirit said, you can look at this one of two ways. You can have the attitude as, I knew it. Or you can say, you know what? I'm blessing the earth just by doing me. By focusing on what I'm supposed to do in the earth, I'm changing lives, whether directly through my coaching programs or indirectly through haters. You're still changing lives. So do you see how self-introspection is so important and how you can stop blaming others? Every time I log on, people steal my hairstyles, people steal my words. I have a certain way that I comment on posts. I'll either say yep, or I'll say woot, or I'll say boom, or I'll put hearts. My people know how I comment. And every day on social media, I see people comment yep. I see people comment boom. I see people comment. I'm like, God. And when it first happened, I would be irritated. But then I did my own introspective work. The very work that I teach my clients out of my books. These are my programs. These are my books that are published on Amazon that, I'm getting ready to launch my 90-day program with. So I go through my own programs, y'all. I go through my own workbook, my own work. You see me, look at that, writing in my book. I do my own work, guys. I do my own work. So I'm not going to give my clients something that's bull. No, this came from spirit. This came from my hard work, my valley, my Israel days, my desert days. This is what this is. And so I do my own processes. I do my own things. And I got to the point where I changed my view and I was like, you know what? I'm an influencer. And I'm very grateful that I can make that kind of impact in someone else's life. Thank you, God, for giving me the platform to make an impact. Now, how can I make a bigger impact in a more positive light? And so that's really all I got on here to share. I don't mean for this to be a 30-minute soliloquy. I just really wanted you to get the notion of stop blaming others. And I'm going to be coming more with some of the techniques in my books and some of the things that we talk about. I'm getting ready to do an Own Your Ish challenge where we're going to be talking about some of these taboo things that we don't want to talk about as women. Like, why are we so lazy? Why are we so messy? Why do we gossip? Where does it come from? It's all things that are inside of us that we project onto others. And we're going to do some good work in some of these classes. And I know not all of you are going to hang with me. I know that. But I want to tell you that when you are ready to do the real work, the ugly cry work, the work where you just laying in your floor like, God, take me now. I don't want to learn another lesson. When you get ready to do that work, I will be here. Temple Transformation 360 will be here. I will hold your hand. I will walk you through my programs, and I will set you up to be a beacon of light in the world so that you can figure out what your plan is on the universe, and then you can go out and be great, and you can go out and make an impact. And then you teach your people, and then your people teach their people, and their people teach their people. And then one by one, month by month, year by year, we make this world a better place, a healthier place, both inward and outward. So TT360, my formula is simple. It is spiritual growth plus emotional management plus weight loss was going to give you a total transformation. So the goal is that you do a 360. So you start one way, and on the journey, you work on those three areas. And by the time you come back, you are smaller, you're healthier, you're more spiritually inclined, and you know exactly what you're supposed to do in the earth, and you're going forth. That is the goal of my brand. That is the goal of this channel. That is the goal of this page. That is the goal of this website, wherever you're viewing this from. I just want to teach you how to stop blaming others. And I think that once you can change your lens to an internal lens and work on being the best you that you could possibly be, your life would be so much better. Your stress levels would come down. And if you can get your stress levels down, then your blood pressure would come down. Your sugar levels would stabilize. Your blood, your heart palpitations would go away. You wouldn't need as much medicine as you're on, because stress leads to so many other health implications. So let's do this work, and I really want you to get this concept of stop blaming others. Do me a favor, drop a comment below the video if this concept of internal and introspective work and stop blaming others is interesting to you. You can also let me know if you want a coaching session. The information will be below. If it's not, you can always email me at ceo@templetransformation360.com. I'll send you a link to book a session with me, and we can talk through some coaching packages or some of my programs that's available. You can always go to templetransformation360.com to reach me. But I am very serious about this work. I am very called to this work, and I am committed to this work. So thank you so much for listening. I hope that it blessed you, and I hope I get to work with you in some capacity. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend. Even if you don't think that they need it, just pray and say, God, who needs to stop blaming others? Or who can I partner with? Which one of my girlfriends would want to take this journey with me? Share this video with them. And then you guys have a conversation about what that would look like between your friendship, and then what that would look like in some areas of your lives. And then all of us can get on the phone, and I can coach you through some things. Because I really want you to get it, because I want you to be the best version of you that you can be. Have an amazing evening, and I will see you on the next conversation. Until then, bye-bye.